Hello everyone, welcome to the female pant class. If you are joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more educating videos like this. I'm styled by Leo, popularly known as Leo of Africa. So in this video, we'll be talking about the essentials, especially the crouch part, how to take the perfect crouch part of the female pant. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to start out by marking all the points on the pattern paper. Don't forget, exactly how we take the measurements is how we are going to apply it on the pattern paper. That is what it is called pattern drafting. It's not only drawing on paper. No, you can also do pattern drafting on fabric, because a lot of people ignorantly will tell you pattern drafting is when you draft on paper. No. So here you notice that my hip line, this is me labeling them, my crouch line, my knee line, and of course my trouser length, which is also known as the trouser base. So these are all the points that are very, very important. I'm going to divide my hip measurement by 4 and I'm going to mark it out on the pattern paper. Divided by 4 here is 10 inches because my hip is 40. I'm also going to divide my lap circumference by 2, which is 24 divided by 2. I have 12. To get my perfect waist, I'm going to divide my hip by 4, 10, mark 4 at the waistline, and then remove half an inch. You can see I marked 10 inches and also came in by half an inch. That gives us 9.5. So from the point of 9.5, I measured my original waist backwards, and that is this markings I did here. Whatever I have left there, I'm going to bring it down to the knee. As you can see, mark your hip, mark exactly the hip by the waist, remove half an inch, and from the half an inch, which is the flap slope, measure your waistline backwards, as you can see here. Now I'm going to take the exact allowance I have by the waist side, bring it to the knee side, which is what I did. I'm then going to go ahead and link the two together. Link my knee side to my hip and my hip to my waist side. Can you see? I'm then going to go ahead and measure my knee divided by 2, my knee circumference divided by 2, and then link it to the laps. That is exactly what I have there. You can see that the slope just creates itself. There's nothing like flap 10 for hip 40 or flap. It works, yes, but trust me, as long as humans have varying bodies, it doesn't work all the time. That 10 inches will work for some hip 40. It will not work for some hip 40. Mine will work for some, it will not work for some. So what I did here is just measure my trouser base and then link it to my knee measurement. Can you see? This is very straightforward and very easy to note. Can you see what I have here? Now let's assume this is a palazzo pant, those big baggy pants. Can you see what I did here? I'm going to reduce my base allowance by half, and then you can make it as big as possible. There is no definite amount of measurement you have to use, but sometimes when you make it bigger than the laps, just like I did in this measurement in this video, I made it bigger than the laps. You notice that it is now free, very free. So this is how it is done. Usually when you make it bigger than the laps, it gives that big baggy effect, which is so cool. So this is what it takes. The first one I did is for office pants or smart pants or pencil pants or whichever name you call it, while I then go ahead and use the same format for baggy pants. If there's going to be an allowance, if there's going to be an elastic by the waist side, there is no need to make it shapy like this. Just cut it big, use your exact hip measurement for the waist measurement and cut it out, and then you put elastic band at the end of the day. So this is me cutting out my pattern paper. I'm going to cut out the baggy effect, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut my back pattern. Mind you, this is the front pattern only. If you have any questions, do well to drop them in the comment section. I'm going to attend to them all. So I'm going to get a fresh paper and use for my back pattern. So this is what I have, and the only difference between the front pattern and back pattern is the hip extension, which you notice in this video I used exactly 1.5 inches to extend it at the center back only. Then you now link it to the side. Don't extend both center and side. Can you see what I did in this video? And then the other difference is the sewing allowance. You notice when I was explaining the front pattern, I used exactly the measurements. I did not add any sewing allowance whatsoever. So when I'm cutting the back pattern is when I add all the sewing allowance. Can you see? In this video I added exactly 2.5 inches for my sewing allowance, and I added that all through. If you find this video interesting or educating, give it a thumbs up please, and don't forget to subscribe so you see more of my videos. I'm going to organize or record a well detailed video as well. If you have requests, you can let me know in the comment section so I can make a video based off your request. And also I'm going to make a sewing tutorial to explain the sewing aspect of the video. So don't forget, take your accurate measurements on the owner, the hip line on the owner, the crouch line on the owner. There's nothing like a perfect crouch line. If it works for some, trust me, it might not work for others. And then this is my pocket. You can do the slant design or the jean pocket design or whatever design you want. Let me know in the comment section. See you next time. Bye.